I know it's a lot of people out there dealing with depression, anxiety, mental health issues. And I just want to know, how do you deal with it? What do you do to battle depression? Because it's not easy. Being in counseling, I learned that a lot of these things come from things that happen as a child, childhood trauma. Not to sound like a victim, but there's some things that happened in my childhood and things that I did in my childhood that molded me into the person that I am today. And I want this to be a safe space for anybody to talk about their problems. I really love seeing that people building a community in my comment section, helping each other out. And I see that a lot of people might say some things in my comments that they will probably don't talk about to other people in real life. So go ahead and put it in the comments, man. What do you do to battle negative emotions? Because I know that, like, hearing what other people, being open-minded is something that always helped for me. Like, I was always willing to learn. I always remained a student, even after school. School is probably a big thing for a lot of people, you know. Because you don't have to go to school, you can get a homeschool. Like, one of my homies, Mitch, he was homeschooled. He probably like one of the smartest people I know. Like, the way he can do math is crazy. I mean, I think he went to school like I think he started going to school, if I remember correctly, he started going to school in high school, like 9th grade or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, man, a lot of people have trauma just from school. School ain't for everybody. But like, I remember, you know, like, there's the people that that go to school, do their work, probably don't talk to people much, get good grades. And you got the people that go to school and act up and always in school suspension and always get into fights and always being a problem. And then you got the ones that's in between. You know, they go there and try to do the work, but at the same time, you want to have fun, you know, because you're around other kids, and we kids, we want to have fun. Because it's something about kids, bro, that is very special. Especially, like, from what I learned, like, all the way up until like the age of what I think is 7, you absorb. Your brain is a sponge. You absorb everything, and then on top of that, your brain is not fully developed all the way up until you 25 years old. So, and I just turned 26. But yeah, I was probably like somewhere in the middle. Like, I was there to, like, I went to school and I understood how to do the work, you know. And then there are some people that, you know, really got mental disabilities, and it's not easy for everybody to learn, especially like the stuff that they teach us. Like, it's like I understood how to do the work, and I did the work, and I pretty much had good grades if I wanted to have good grades. But other than that, I liked it to play around too. I liked it to have fun, and I was getting in fights. I got into a lot of fights in school. I was the guy, especially as I got older, like, people wanted to copy off of me. And I'll let them, like, shit, because I get it, bro. Like, I don't, and I've been the guy that copy off other people just because I don't want to do the work. Like, shit, like, what you put down? You feel me? Like, but, yeah, man. But I always loved learning, I always had a thing for reading. Like, I still love reading to this day. But, like, when you're depressed and, life, you worried about trying to pay some bills and living to work, being a slave, how can you, like, you gotta have peace. I gotta be at peace to read, man. I just can't read when I'm stressed out and just overwhelmed with life, just trying to survive, bro. Being in survival mode, like, and then same thing with my art, like, but I know one thing that did help me out with depression is helping other people. I always been able to, like, to see the good in people and just be able to pull it out of them, or just be able to say a few kind words to them, give them a compliment, or just me being me, it helped them out, and or just talking about God. I've been drawing souls to the Lord, like, every chance I get, I try to talk to God about somebody. Talk to somebody about God. Especially when I realized when I seen the good things that he did for me. The way God changed my life. I just always want that for other people. I just don't know. I like helping other people, and that's what I knew my passion was a few years ago, bro. Like, being in rehab is just like seeing other people change their lives, and then they come back and help other people. And, like, being in AA, like, one of the main things after you get yourself together is to give back. Service work. And that's what I enjoy. I love helping people. Any chance I get. That's just how my heart is. Being out in the street, it didn't turn my heart cold, bro. It just didn't. Because I knew that I just always trusted God, man. I don't know how to put it, bro. Like, even though I was still doing the wrong thing, I knew that there was still hope, bro, for my life, man. And I always felt the presence of God over my life. And I told God to use me. Use me. Have your way with me. Because I know I can help somebody, man. And I didn't know it would be through YouTube. Because in my comment section, it seemed like I help out a lot of people. And, the energy don't lie, man. Like, I can tell that, like, some people really enjoy my videos. They really look forward to watching my videos. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But at the same time, bro, you can't pour from an empty cup. Just doing the best I can. I got a big heart. Always have. So, yeah, go ahead and put something that you might, something to help you, because I might read it and try. I'm most likely to try, especially if I never tried it before. And that's one thing about, I love trying new things. Trying new things is something that that helped me all throughout my life. Just trying something new, trying something different, because I'm from a small town, bro. Like, it's nothing there. And I always was curious as to, like, what else, like, something different other than that. I was always wanting to adventure and go out other than what I'm used to, getting out of my comfort zone. That's always been so fascinating to me. Just be different, to try stuff, to be curious. I got a very curious spirit, adventurous spirit, and like, I still want to learn how to do a backflip. But I'm getting my body together for that right now, because I'm still going to learn how to do that backflip. And once I learn, I'm not stopping. Yeah, man. Actually, that's probably, well, cause I got a messed up knee, man, and what started it is being a kid. I think I was like 10 years old, and I would just go to me and my brother always go to the park, right? And I had this thing for jumping off the swing. I'll go as high as I can and just jump off. I'm talking about as high as I can go and just jump off, bro. And that's where, like, my first injury came from, that I'm still struggling with today. And my mom didn't believe me, bro. Like, I had to have surgery like a year after that. Somewhere along. I can't really, I don't know, but like, I was telling my mom, like, my knee is hurting, something's wrong, and she didn't want to take me to the hospital until I had to beg her to take me to the hospital. And then we found out, yeah, I got a torn meniscus, bro, like, and I had to have surgery. But yeah. Hope this video helps somebody, and maybe you can help me too, because I know things gonna get better, but it just take time and effort. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah. Thanks for okay, there we go. Thanks for watching.